Mommy loves you, babies. You don't want to see hi to the people? So you're on. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh. Mommy's baby boy. Welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a brow tutorial for you guys. It's just my updated brow routine. I've never done one, obviously, but I had a lot of requests for this, so I did film it. I go in depth about what products I use, why I love them, the colors. I show you exactly what I'm doing, why, all that mumbo jumbo. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing how I do my brows, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first I'm gonna give you guys just a little insight on my brows. My eyebrows, as you can see, they're dark, but they're very sparse. Like there's some naked areas on my brows, so that's just how they've always been. I've always had thinner brows. From the 4th grade, I decided, because I'm Puerto Rican, if I haven't ever told you guys that I'm Puerto Rican and Italian, 50-50, and I was a very hairy child and my mom in the 4th grade would not let me get my eyebrows done. So me, being the little asshole child that I was, decided, all right, screw you, mom, all right, whatever, I'm going to just shave my eyebrows then. All was going well, you know, I'm shaving around, and then the inevitable happened. And first it wasn't as bad. I just like kind of cut right here, just like a line, like how some people actually go to the barber, like guys get that little line right here. That's what I had. And stupid me, stupid 4th grade me decides, oh, Sam, that looks awful, you need to shave up to it. So I had that. Then, so how do you think that made me feel? Of course I'm like, oh my god, my mom's not here, what am I gonna do? So my dumbass then shaves this eyebrow to the same length. So for a long time, basically, I was walking around with these types of things, this type of thing. So yeah, that is the history of my brows. As you can see, this one is a little bit lower than this one, and that's just, I mean, in time, I mean, that was so long ago that even now it's still affecting me. So yes, mother, you were right, I was wrong, per usual. I will admit it, as I always will, but yeah, mom was right. Shouldn't have messed with my brows. Another thing that I should let you guys know in my my routine is, like, when I do my brows, I will do my morning skincare routine, then I will do my moisturizer, then I will do my primers, and then I'll do my foundation, concealer, and while my concealer is setting and baking, that's when I do my brows. I do my brows right after my foundation and concealer. That's just how I've always done it. It was super weird for me today to do my whole face and my brows looking like this. I just felt like my whole, like, I kept saying like, what is, something's not looking right. Well, no wonder. So let's get into the tutorial. I will give you guys a disclaimer now that these are just the products that I use and they just work for me. They are my holy grail. I love them. I use them consistently every day. Now, I use a lot of products for my brows, so I'll keep that also a disclaimer. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to go out and buy all of this stuff. Don't feel like you have to. Just, again, work with the products that you feel work for you. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy things that I use just because I use them. I don't want you guys to feel that way. So yeah, I'm gonna be obnoxious and use all the products that I use on the daily, but I'll let you guys know where I got them, why I like them, and all that stuff while I'm doing it. And yes, so okay, so the first product I go in with when I am doing my brows is, let me grab up, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color Ebony. I love this product mainly because it is so fine. I'll show you guys how fine the tip is. Super tiny little tip, and it gives me the preciseness that I need when I'm doing my brows. So that is why I love it so much, and it just always works for me. So this is just something, when I first start my brows, I just first go in with this just to outline. I'm not really gonna fill in with this product. I just like to roughly outline my brows with this product. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I spoolie through first, and then I just start on the bottom first. I spoolie them up, so all the hairs that are going to prohibit me from getting the line I want are out of the way. So I'm just gonna outline my brows really, really lightly. And then I just feather upward just to give a little pigmentation in the brow. Again, this isn't the product that I use to get the fullness. It's just, again, to give myself a rough outline. Just really like flicking motions. As you can see, I'm not like drawing, I'm flicking. And you want to apply a really light amount of pressure as well, because this thing, as small as it is, it's hella pigmented. So if you push just a little bit too hard, you're gonna have a streak of whatever color you're using on your eyebrow, and that might not be cute. So beware, just be careful with it and use a light hand. Use the spoolie and spoolie on through. And then I'm gonna go like this and pull the hairs on the top down, and then do the same thing I just did on the top. So I'm just gonna, again, do a rough outline. And then once I am done with that, that is just what it looks like. Again, nothing crazy. I don't want all that pigmentation through my brow. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing that I did on this brow to this brow. And keep in mind too that eyebrows are sisters, not twins. That was the biggest thing that, sorry, I'm like in the middle of the tour, but that was like the biggest thing, sorry I'm blinding you guys, that I needed to learn when I first started doing makeup, like on myself and other people, is that, you know, I probably spent the most time on brows, and I needed to not do that. And now I realize that, because they don't need to be identical, and that is fine. They're not going to be identical most of the time, but you know, we do our best. So just keep that in mind. Don't stress if your eyebrows are different looking. Don't freak out about it, because I was like that, and you'll waste a long time just trying to do so. So don't worry about it. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm done with this part. Then once I'm finished, I just, you know, spoolie both brows through. I look at them in the mirror, and I just see if there's anything I want to fix about any of them. So now I'm just gonna do the usual, which is just touch up the areas that I want a little bit darker, or shape-wise, if I want the shape to fall a different way, or whatever the case may be. Just going to go ahead and do that. So now, once I am done using the Anastasia Brow Wiz, I will then go in with another Anastasia Beverly Hills product. This one is the Dip Brow Pomade, again in ebony, and this is just like a gel, pretty much like a pomade for your brows. And this stuff is the bomb. I've talked about this before. This product is sweat-proof, waterproof, everything proof, so you can have it on your brows and do things, not feel like you have to like, oh, is my brow coming off? Like, this is great for that. Again, it's super pigmented, really pigmented. I talked about this in my spring break beauty hacks. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do. But yes, I talked about this in my spring break beauty hacks video, and I told you guys how much I love it. What I'm going to use to apply this is by BH Cosmetics, and it is the BH Cosmetics 107 brush. It is just thick. I will show you. Just a small little angled brush. Now I will go in and just dip the product just like that. I'm tapping, I'm not swiping it in there, because like I said, this stuff is so pigmented. And then I'm just going to, again, feather it into my brows right here. like I said, once I get to the front with no additional product, I just like to push it up. Not too much. Like once I get to a certain opaqueness that I like, I just stop. I don't keep pushing up because I don't want, again, too much. And then once I am finished with the pomade, I then go back in with the brow wish, just the spoolie, just because I really like this spoolie because it's nice and small, and I just spoolie through. That way, again, everything is nice and blended. The spoolie for the brows, now listen, people sometimes think that the spoolie of a brow pencil or like spoolieing your brows when you're filling them in is unnecessary, but let me just tell you, spoolie for your brows is like the blending brush for your eyes. If you don't spoolie your brows, then the product that you just put on there is just gonna sit there and it's gonna cake up and look not natural, and you don't want your brows looking, like I said before, like Sharpie brows. I've now outlined the brows, we've now filled them in, and we have spoolied. So now I'm just going to set the cream products that I used. I'm using a cool tone medium brown. I'm going to use the front part of medium brown, and again, just tapping it in there. I'm not swiping, and I'm going to start in the front of my brows, and I'm just going to push up. When I'm happy with that, I'm then gonna go in with this color right here. It's called Granite, and it is the darkest color in the palette, and it's the darkest color that she makes as of this moment. It is basically black. It's pretty much straight up black. The brows are pretty much finished once I am done. So what I like to do next is clean up anything and just help to shape them the way that I want. If I had like gone not too in the lines like I would have liked to, this is when I clean it up. This is the NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour Cream Palette. This is in the color Light. Love this product too. It's awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I first start under the brow. So I'm gonna take my it says it's an eyeliner brush, but I would never use this for eyeliner, just me. But it is just a flat top brush. Now I would recommend a flat top brush when wanting to clean up your brows, just because you can really close, just anything really small and like more dense, you can get really close and just really chisel it out if you mess up. If you're going to first go underneath the brows, and I'm gonna take this first shade right here. It's pretty much the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm going to then just, like I said, go right underneath the brow. And I'm happy with the way that cleaned up. So once that is done, as you can, I don't know if you guys can see, I just sharpened up the edges, nothing too crazy. Again, I just like to really make sure that there is no additional like shadow under the brow, because that'd be cute. Okay. Now, to set them in place, I have two products that I love, and that are, I'm gonna say love like probably 80 times. I say love a lot. I'm sure you guys get really annoyed with me, but I say it a lot. I can't help it. I love a lot of stuff. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Sorry. It really just depends, because I don't like to put too much product, as I said, in my brows. So if I'm feeling like it's not as pigmented as I wanted with all of those products I already used, then I'll go in with this. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper, and this is in the shade medium to dark brown. Great. It does keep my brows in place all day, and it really helps to also deepen up the color if I feel like I didn't get all the pigment that I wanted, so that's good. But if this camera turns off one more time, I'm going to freak the fuck out. Sorry for cussing, but I am. It's getting on my nerves. Since today I feel like I got the pigment that I wanted, and I don't really need to go in with anything that's going to darken them up anywhere, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I told you guys in that same video that I talked about the brow pomade, my spring break beauty hacks, that this stuff is awesome, keeps your brows in place, and they do have colors as well if you would like, again, a color. I just like the clear, so I'm just gonna spoolie this through my brows. I don't want to push too hard because it could move the product. It's never happened to me, but I've seen it happen to other people, so I'm just gonna lightly just brush it through my brows so they stay in the shape that I like. The last thing of this whole process is just to highlight the brow bone. That's just something I prefer to do. For this, I'm going to take MAC's Nylon, which is just a very frosty, gorgeous color. I love this color. And I'm going to do that with a Morphe M502 brush. It's just a blending brush like this. I'm just gonna pat it in there. I'm not gonna show you because it's an Inici palette and it's just huge. So I'm just gonna dust that right here. And then also another trick I like to do is to highlight right above the arch as well, because that's also going to really help to give that lifted appearance. So that is the finished brow tutorial. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this brow tutorial. In the bottom bar, also with any questions you might have, also let me know what you guys want to see next. I need to pre-film because I am leaving for vacation. And if you are new to my channel, what's up? I'm Sam. I like to post really cool videos and I hope you guys think that they're cool too. And if you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe. If you're new, please do. And yeah, other than that, have a good day or night wherever you guys are. I love you. Thank you for all the love on my last tutorial. It really meant so much to me. And yeah, I love you guys so much and I will see you next time. Bye. Bye. Bye, girl. Bye.